Allison here on the Also Sensitive channel, and today I have a perfume haul for you. I'm going to call this a collective haul because this is perfumes. This is a collection of perfumes that I bought over an extended period of time. I could call it a Black Friday haul, but not all of these were the result of Black Friday deals. Some of these were perfumes I got earlier or a while ago, but I'm just now telling you about them. So if you're interested in seeing what perfumes I got, then please stay tuned. Alrighty, so this is the Also Sensitive channel, like I said before, and on this channel, I talk about perfume. I do perfume hauls, like the one I'm doing today. I do perfume reviews, and most frequently, I share perfumes from my perfume collection. And I usually share them kind of in a grouping, like maybe my white floral perfumes or my favorite orange blossom perfumes, things like that. So if you're interested in that type of content, then please hit the like button. Well, really hit the subscribe button, but you can go ahead and hit the like button as well if you're already assuming that you're going to like this video. Alrighty, so Black Friday got me. There were so many deals, and the deals were so chill. Like, it's not like I had to go to a store and risk being stampeded by people in order to get to these deals. I think because we are still in the age of COVID, everybody has collectively agreed to kind of keep things calm and chill because it really would not be safe, I guess, for everybody to crowd into a space, breathe all on each other, and potentially harm each other just because you're trying to get something 50% off. But because these deals were so good this year, I couldn't resist snatching a few things for myself. So let's start with the deals. So first we have Narciso Rodriguez, for her, the Eau de Toilette version. I received this a while ago as a sample. A friend, no, it wasn't a friend. I received it in the mail from one of those social media sponsored posts where they say, hey, would you like to sample this perfume? I clicked on it, I received a sample, and I initially very much enjoyed the smell, and I just thought I want that one day, but I didn't necessarily feel rushed to get it. Just gonna go ahead and spray on myself just because it's about more than just seeing how it smells on a piece of paper. It's about seeing how it smells on me. So I can already tell you before I even smell this again to remember what I like about it. What I like about it is that it reminds me of two perfumes. Well, I'll just say one perfume because I can't remember what the second one was. But it reminds me of a perfume that I had in my collection, and I enjoyed the way it smelled, but there was one thing that bothered me about it, and it was the Lily of the Valley note. And that perfume is Ideal by Guerlain. I've talked about that perfume before, and I really did enjoy the way it smelled, but every time I wore it, I felt a little sick to my stomach. And through process of elimination, I realized that a lot of times Lily of the Valley in perfumes makes me feel a little sick to my stomach. But this reminds me of that perfume, but it doesn't have that Lily of the Valley note. Okay, so this is different from most of the perfumes in my collection. It is fresh musky. Most of my perfumes that I tend to love are creamy, white florals. I have a lot of black currant perfumes. I love black currants, dark berries, plums, that type of thing. I also tend to love ylang ylang. This doesn't call to mind any of that. When I smell this, what I smell is a fresh, musky perfume with a hint of darkness. So it may have a dark fruit in here. I can't remember. I'm not really doing the notes thing today because this isn't a review, but I wouldn't be surprised if it has a dark fruit in here because that's what I'm smelling. I'm smelling freshness, muskiness, and some hint of fruitiness. And I love it, and I love that it doesn't have that Lily of the Valley note because that note really bothers me. I don't completely eliminate a perfume if it has Lily of the Valley, but the chances that I don't like it are higher if it has Lily of the Valley. So that's what I like about this one. I like that it reminds me of Ideal by Guerlain, but it doesn't have that kind of stomach turning Lily of the Valley note that I tend to not like. So, oh, I said I was gonna tell you about the deal. This was $25. It's normally think it's normally like $80, but they actually had it for $25 at Macy's. So I couldn't pass that up. Like, I just couldn't. And I tried to ignore it, but I couldn't. But this one, as far as the occasion I would want to wear it for, honestly, I can see myself wearing this at night. If I've just taken a shower, I'm getting ready for bed, or I'm just kind of chilling for the night. Like, I've changed into my night clothes, but I still want to smell good. I would definitely wear this at night, but it could also work as an everyday scent. Because of the sillage and the reach, I feel like it wouldn't be offensive in the office environment. That's the other perfume. What's her name? Sarah Jessica Parker. It reminds me of that Sarah Jessica Parker perfume. And that one, for some reason, it smelled good to me, but something in it wasn't quite pulling me in to make me want to purchase it, because I saw it at a store for a really good deal. But when I smelled it, I was just like, something is making me say no. But this one makes me say yes. It's similar to those two perfumes, Ideal by Guerlain and the Sarah Jessica Parker perfume, but in a way that I love it more. I can say yes to this one. Okay, so another deal. Oh my goodness, this one was such a deal. Shalimar by Guerlain. Now, I have had Shalimar on my radar for a while, and I've smelled it before. Like, I've gone to different department stores and tested it. And initially, whenever I've tested it, I just kind of would think, I get why it's iconic, but I don't know that I want it for me or for myself. But recently, I knew that my opinion would probably change because my nose has changed. And my nose has grown to love perfumes that are generally considered mature and vintage by a lot of people. This one is definitely mature and vintage. So I have my Coco by Chanel. I have Youth Dew by Estee Lauder, and now I have Shalimar by Guerlain. And all three of those are my more mature perfumes. And this one, when you first spray it, very mature. Like, you pick up on the citrus notes, like it's a blast of citruses when I first smell it, but at the same time, a blast of animalistic notes. I could definitely see civet being in here, and I think civet is in here. And civet is pretty much the original civet, not the civet that's used today. The civet that's used today is a synthetic note, but the original civet oil or note was from the glands or secretions of a cat, the civet cat. This smells like something that would come from an animal on that first initial spray, but when it calms down, it is a beautiful smoky vanilla. That's pretty much how it wears for the rest of the day for me. Initially, for an hour, I think there's that citrus, civet, animalistic blend, but when it calms down after that hour, the rest of the day is a smoky vanilla, incensey, vanillic, and I love it. And the other thing is that it's pretty close to the skin. It doesn't project far from what I can tell. So I like that too, because that initial blast might be off-putting to some people. So I like that it doesn't take up the room with that initial blast, but it still smells good and it's pleasing to me. I like it. Some people might not like it if you have a younger taste. If you like pink sugar, I'm sure you won't like this. But if you like Coco by Chanel, if you like Youth Dew by Estee Lauder, you'll probably definitely like this. If you're thinking that you hate those, that's not a guarantee that you'll hate this one too. But if you hate Youth Dew, you might hate this one at first. Okay, so those are, the deal was that this was $40, and I didn't even pay the full $40. I did, what's it called? Klarna. I did Klarna, so the initial price I paid was $10. And I'll be paying $10 increments until January. I might go ahead and pay it off sooner just to get it off my mind. Next up, those are the only deals. The rest of these are perfumes. Nope, that's not. Okay, one last deal. It's crazy. I don't necessarily believe in manifestation as something I practice, but I do believe that words have power. And if you speak stuff, it becomes more likely to become true. But I don't necessarily get into purposeful manifestation because I don't really like to manipulate forces around me, even though I think you very much can. I don't like to. I feel like that's dangerous. But at the same time, if there's something on my mind that I'm thinking and I might even be tempted to say, I usually just submit it to God. Like, God, this is this thing I want. And I remember I told myself, I had said aloud actually on my social media, I am going to own this perfume one day. And then I forgot about it. And then I saw it for $12 at TJ Maxx. And it's just crazy how when you speak stuff, it comes true. Like, again, I don't like to manipulate things in that way, but I've become very much aware that words have power. So I say all that to say, the next deal I got was Hello by Lionel Richie. I'm originally from Tuskegee, which is where Lionel Richie is from, Tuskegee, Alabama. So when he first announced that he had a perfume, I was like, I'm going to get that because I have to support the hometown hero. He's one of our hometown heroes. But when I saw this, oh my goodness, it smells so good. When I saw this for $12, I was like, why would I not? I didn't even have to smell it. Even if I didn't necessarily love the way it smelled, it was still just something I would want to have in my collection to support my fellow hometown neighbor, if you will. And now I have it, Lionel Richie's Hello. When I first sprayed this, I thought, is this similar to Good Girl Legere by Herrera? But then when I tested that, I was like, no, they're not. They don't smell the same, but they very much, if you like one, you like the other. That's how I feel. If you smell Good Girl by Herrera, the Legere version, I think you'll, well, if you smelled it and you like it, I think you'll like this one too. Gotta remind myself to slow down, because when I start talking fast, like I said in my last video, that's when I start stuttering. Slow down. But I sprayed this one already. This one is white florals and pear. It has pear in it, I know. I think it has some citruses as well. And I know it has white florals. And I can just smell the creamy, peary, if you will, a pear-like white floral nature of this. And it's beautiful. I think the lasting power is probably not that impressive. I'd say about 3 hours. And then after 3 hours, it's very much a skin scent. Like, you kind of have to really inhale on the spray point to smell it. But for the price I paid, I don't mind at all. And honestly, oh my goodness, it just smells so good. I don't care about having to respray. And I got the 1 ounce bottle, so I can take it with me. So this will probably be a good travel perfume. If I'm going out of town, I can just stick this in my purse. I don't even have to stick it in my luggage, and spray it and respray as needed. But again, if you like Good Girls, Herrera's Good Girl Legere, you'll probably like that one as well. And speaking of, that's another perfume I got. I got this one a little bit back, and I'm just not talking about it. Oh, it smells so good. So Good Girl by Herrera has been on my mind for a while because I own a dupe for it by Be Layered. Be Layered sent me some perfumes a while ago to review. I already reviewed them and made a whole video. And the one I've kept in my collection has been the Love Potion perfume, which is their version of Good Girl by Herrera. It smells really good. I get compliments on it every time I wear it. The sillage is crazy. It takes up a lot of space when I spray that one. But honestly and truly, even though it smells really good and I get a lot of compliments, as my nose has grown, I've been able to pick up the more synthetic nature of it. Something about it is a bit synthetic, and I can smell it even if other people can't smell it or they don't notice that they smell it. So even though it's a beautiful perfume, I get a lot of compliments on it, I started feeling like I want the actual Good Girl by Herrera. But at the same time, do I want two perfumes that pretty much smell 99% alike? No. So I got Good Girl Legere by Carolina Herrera. And I'm glad I did, because the original Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, I think the tonka bean note in that one is a little too intense for my skin, because it starts off smelling good, but then it gets a little weird, because tonka bean can get weird on me. It's not a note I hate, but it can get weird on me. My settle, basically, what I settled for, or my compromise, was to have a real Good Girl by Carolina Herrera, but something that doesn't have that strong tonka bean note. And that's what the Legere version has. Oh, on this one, when I smell this one, it smells creamy, fruity, and lighter in comparison to the original Good Girl. The original Good Girl to me smelled very much like a sexy date night scent, like something you wear at night, and you wear dark clothing and your whole outfit is giving off sexy, sensual vibes. Bit of a vixen perfume. This one isn't quite a vixen perfume. This one is more of a sensual Good Girl perfume. So the original Good Girl is more of the seductress, the very blatant seductress. This one is the sensual, sexy girl, but not necessarily a vixen or a seductress. And I like that because it wears softer. I can wear it during the day to the office or the classroom, since I am a teacher. So last but not least, this is Voce Viva, Voce Viva Intensa. So this is the bottle. I got the small bottle. I've been trying to train myself to get small bottles now, because I have a lot of perfumes. And even though it feels more like a deal to get the 3 ounce, because you get way more ounces, well, you get triple the ounces without paying triple the price, basically. You can get a 1 ounce bottle that's $98, and then to get 3 ounces, which is triple the ounces, instead of you paying $300, basically you end up paying $150. So you get way more bang for your buck if you just go ahead and get the 3 ounce. But at the same time, I'm not using up these 3 ounce bottles like that. So I'm like, Allison, get the 1 ounce. And that's what I did. I got the 1 ounce of Voce Viva Intensa. So let's go ahead and spray this one. I smelled the original Voce Viva or Voce Viva, I don't know how you say it. And when I sprayed that one, I had a small sample of it. I got compliments on it, and I was testing it out at work, and my work study student was pretty much like, you should get that. But I didn't get it because something about it was still a little too soft for me. But this one, I have no idea what notes are in here. I didn't look up that one in advance. I did a while ago, but I don't remember. So I'm just gonna have to tell you what it smells like to me instead of figuring out what notes I'm picking up. I'm getting confused because I still smell Shalimar. Wherever Shalimar is on my body, I still smell it. Let me see if I can smell it from here. This one to me smells yellow, creamy, and a bit fruity, but I smell more powderiness than fruitiness. The powderiness isn't overwhelming. It's not annoyingly powdery. I must have sprayed Shalimar close to it, because every time I try to spray that spot or smell that spot, I just smell Shalimar. But I want to smell it to give you guys a better sense of what it smells like. I'm gonna spray it on my hand, on the inside of my hand, because I've just run out of space to spray it. Honestly, you guys, all I can really say is that it smells sweet, creamy, powdery, and yellow. My nose has been overwhelmed by everything I'm smelling, so my apologies. But again, this is a haul video, not really a review video, even though I still wanted to give you guys some details. But those are my perfumes. I feel like my nose is just too overwhelmed to talk any further about scents. But basically, that's what I have in my collection, or what I've recently added to my collection. Valentino, Voce Viva Intensa, and then I also have Narciso Rodriguez Eau de Toilette, the For Her version by Narciso. And then of course I have Hello For Her by Lionel Richie. And then I have Shalimar Eau de Parfum by Guerlain. And finally, certainly not least, it's last but it's not least, I have the beautiful Good Girl Legere by Herrera. Of everything I've showed you all today, I think my favorite acquisition is going to have to be Shalimar, if I'm just responding to which one I love the smell of the most. But for sentimental reasons, I'm also gonna say I'm most happy to have Hello by Lionel Richie. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed my haul. If you did, let me know. And let me know what you got. Did you fall prey to the Black Friday monster? Did he get you? He got me. I just want to know if he got you too. I feel better about this if I'm not alone. You know, they say misery loves company. I'm not miserable, so I guess I just like to have some comrades in this perfume problem world. Am I the only one who's in this world, or are you in this world with me too? Let me know. Alrighty, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one.